My husband doesn't cook or clean, and he's still an amazing husband. Here's why. He's a provider. He makes sure that all of our bills are paid, that we have all the food that we need, the clothes that we need, and we are always taken care of. Number 2, he cares about my emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. Not just mine, but our babies too. And number 3, he's fun. He loves to take us on little adventures, and he loves to get us little treats and do so many fun things with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gender Chronicles. Today I speak now not merely as a man, nor simply as a keen observer of reality who has stared down the raw face of modernity's hypocrisies, but as a human being baffled, no, I'm appalled, by the fork-tongued gospel peddled by certain self-appointed arbiters of freedom on TikTok and YouTube. These digital apostles of liberation, these feminist firebrands, having found an echo chamber instead of a conscience, now spew venom at women who choose, to use their own sacred term, choose a life outside the sanctioned liturgies of careerism, sexual libertinism, and masculine mimicry. What grotesque irony, what snarling contradiction, to see self-professed feminists, the daughters of a movement that once cried for liberty, now fashioning chains for their own sisters. Where is the freedom in this new orthodoxy that mocks the woman who finds meaning in motherhood? Who sees dignity, not degradation, in tending a home? Who regards love, loyalty, and partnership with her husband not as submission, but as a sacred bond, freely entered, joyfully kept? These women, these so-called tradwives, are not doormats. They are not relics. They are not pick-me girls groveling at the feet of patriarchy. No, they are rebels against the modern cult of self-worship. They are dissidents in a society that has mistaken hyper-individualism for emancipation and narcissism for empowerment. They are free in the truest sense, freer than the cubicle-bound misanthrope, freer than the OnlyFans entrepreneur, freer than the disenchanted careerist who realizes, too late, that boardroom applause does not fill the soul. What does it say about your ideology? Yes, your ideology, when it becomes more oppressive than the system it claimed to dismantle. If your brand of feminism ridicules a woman who devotes herself to her children, who centers her life on family, who honors her husband and finds identity not in endless consumption, but in relational intimacy, then it is not feminism at all. It is just the mirror image of the old patriarchy, a new tyranny, merely with different slogans and hashtags. And let us speak truth, without fear, without deference. This contempt for traditional femininity is not about justice, it is about power. It is about insecurity masquerading as enlightenment. It is about a certain class of women, usually secular, metropolitan, childless, who feel threatened by what they cannot understand. The quiet power of a woman who does not need applause to validate her worth. The kind of woman who knows that raising children is more revolutionary than chasing corporate quotas. The kind of woman who knows that cooperation is not oppression, and that interdependence is not slavery. You sneer because you do not know what it means to give of yourself fully to something beyond yourself. You mock because you cannot imagine love without a ledger, marriage without contingency, or femininity without armor. But let me tell you, the woman who raises a child, who keeps a home, who loves a man without a backup plan, she is stronger than you. Not weaker, not subjugated, stronger. For she builds civilization while you build brands. She nurtures life while you curate personas. She sacrifices daily, quietly, invisibly, while you chase visibility like a dog chasing cars. And so I say, leave these women be. They owe you nothing. Not explanation, not apology. They are not your ideological hostages, nor your cultural subordinates. If you will not respect their choices, then at least have the decency to admit that your movement has become the very thing it once despised. A jailer of women's spirits, a censor of their lives, a sterile priesthood of envy cloaked in empowerment. And if that is the new feminism, then may it crumble under the weight of its own contradictions. So, what do you think? Is there justification for this hate? If you have found this reflection insightful, please drop us a comment. Press the like button, subscribe and share with your loved ones. That enables us to create more analytical content of this nature. Let us continue the conversation and change the world one video at a time. Thank you for watching.